Hi guitar mates, I hope you're doing well. It is Jeff back with another lesson, and in this lesson we are going to be looking at No Surrender, of course by Judas Priest, from the 2018 Firepower album. Going to be covering all of the main parts of the song. The only thing I ain't going to be doing in this video is the solo. Everything else is covered in detail. Let's get into it and let me show you how to play No Surrender. Right, let's get into it and let's look at that opening lick. I'll play it through and then we'll break it down step by step. So it goes like this. Right, so this is probably the hardest section, I think, of the entire song. We're going to start off with a 10th fret on the B string, and I use my little finger for this one. So play 10 on the B, and then use my first finger to play the 7 on the G. Then with my second finger, I'm going to play an 8 on the B. Little finger picks up the 10. We are back to the 7 on the G. And then we hit an open D string. So then second finger picks up 8 on the B. Little finger does the 10 on the B. 7 again on the G string. Now, also, I always try and keep this finger rooted on this fret at this point. So I'm playing that 7 on the G, and then back to an open D string. Now, the little finger is then going to reach out to the 11 on the B string. Another open D string. Then the little finger is picking up 10 and then going to the 8 with the second finger. Back to that 7 on the G. To an open D string again. Now at this point we are shifting our position slightly. Our third finger now is going to move up and it's going to play the 10 on the G string. First finger is going to now take over the role of playing the 8 on the G string. Now I go back to the 10 on the G string. I use my second finger to then play the 10 on the D. Back to the G10. Now the final part, which is all relief when you get there, my first finger plays the 8. Or 8 on the B string, that is. My second finger plays 9 on the G. Third finger picks up 10 on the D. And then we finish with an open A. There is all of that string skipping between that D string, that open D string, and across. It really does take some effort to get that. So I'm going to play it through slowly. So it goes again like this. And that is the intro. And from there, it goes straight into the main rhythm section, which is what we're going to check out now. So let's look at this opening riff, which also doubles up as the chorus section. So it goes like this. Right, so what we're doing there, most of the work is being played across the D and the G strings. I can hear it when I'm listening to it. I'm sure he's actually, and when I see him playing it live as well, when Richie's playing this, I am sure he is holding down his third finger on the B string because we're playing over what would be a D chord. Now, the line that we're playing, if we just listen to that melody line that's been played, we get this. That's that main line, but we're playing it over an open D string as well. So we put the two together. So what I'm doing there with that shape, which is like a D chord, but we're not going to play the high E string. We are playing two open D, and we're playing the second fret on the G string twice. Then we are lifting our finger up, and then we bring the finger back down. So then we've got the two, we hold the two down, and then we lift it up and put it back out. So that first bar will go. Then we're going to just play an open D string, but then we're going to bring our second finger down to the third fret onto the G. So you get that. Then we take our finger off, so it's back to the 0-2. Then lift off. So get. Then we are going to play that first little part again, which is the 2-2-0-2. So far, this is the main rhythm that we're playing. Now, we are going to play third fret on the D string, going across to an open G. Just let that ring out. Then we are going to put second and third finger on A3 and D3. Again, we're going to play these. Then we play the two notes together. And then we are going to play an A5 chord. So our first finger, I use it to play the D2. So that last part would go. Then it goes back into it. So that entire line, one more time. And you just play the entire thing all over again. So that is the intro riff that you've been hearing. And also that doubles up as the chorus. So whenever we talk about chorus, that is what you're playing. Now, at the end of the second time where you play it, there is also then you're going to hold that last four counts. 2, 3, 4. And that is the end of the chorus. Now, there is a lick that is played through the opening section. Now, on the album, it was probably done as an overdub, but when it's played live, this is actually played by Richie. So what I'm going to do is going to show you the lick and then show you how you can bring it into the rhythm playing. Or you could just play the lick by itself. Depends how complicated you want to make this. So it goes like this. Right, so what are we doing there? We are playing, first finger is playing G9. Second finger plays D10. Little finger plays A12. First finger then jumps up to D12. Third finger G14. Open D string, which allows us then for the first finger to move up to B15. Third finger picks up E17. Then our second finger moves across to D19. First finger picks up E17. Third finger then is going to go on to 20, E20 with a 4-tone bend. Then we are back and doing a 17, 20, 17 pull-up. Put that together. So that's your first line. Then we have this. When I'm doing that, I've got a full tone bend on E15. You bring it out to the 13 on the E string. Then we've got E15. First finger plays E12. Then we finish off on the B string, 13 to 15. That's the lick. Now, when you see Judas Priest play this with Richie, he plays the guitar rhythm and then plays that line in, which sounds really good. So what we're going to do, I'm just going to show you how he's coming in on that, because you've got this riff he's playing. Now it's at that point where he moves, so you get this. So I'll just play the verse through and then we'll break it down. It goes like this. So that is the riff, and we're just going to repeat that. So you play that in total 4 times. So what we're doing there, we are taking advantage of the drop down D tuning that we've got. We are going to chug on what would be a D chord 3 times. Then we move up to the 3rd fret, play that, and then back doing 2 chugs, and then up to the 5th fret, holding that down, followed by 2 chugs. So we get. Then we are moving across to a C5 chord, so we're playing 3 on the A, 5 on the D. 2 chugs back on that D string, and then we've got, so we play the C5, slide up to the D5 and hit it again, and we just play that 4 times. Now there are 2 guitars obviously when they play that. One of the guitars likes to emphasize the beat and just really adds a groove to it. He just goes. So he's going on the open, on the 3, on the 5, C5, and then joins in. All the time, the other one is chugging away. So you can decide which one you want to do. If you play it by yourself, it makes more sense too. But if you're doing it with a friend, or you're playing along with a backing track, you can go. So that is the verse. Now, this is what makes this song, I wouldn't say easy to play, but simple to follow, because you're doing verse, chorus, verse, chorus. The chorus, first riff that we looked at, verse is what we just like to do. So the bulk of the song is just verse, chorus, verse, chorus. So what we are going to do though is we are going to look at what you could call the bridge section, which is the one variation to what I've just said. So it goes like this, which goes like this. That's the first time through. So what we're doing there, we're starting off on a D5, going to play that twice, down to a C5, back to a D5, open D string, the low D string that is, and then we do a D5, C5, D5, lower, chug on the D, back to a D5 to a C, open, another C5, open string again, and then all the way up to an F chord. Hang on that. Then we back and we repeat the same riff for the first part section, which is a D, D, C, D, chug, then D, C, D. Again, open D string, D to a C, chug again, and then we play in a C, open D, and then we play it across both of the third fret. So let's just play that again nice and slowly, just so you can get that. So, but it's fairly easy, it's just getting their little chugs. That's what we're looking at getting there. Now we're going to repeat that line all over again, all them 4 bars with one variation. Instead of going up to the F, you go to an E flat. So you again. And then back. And that is the end of the bridge section. From there, it goes into the solo section, and I'm just going to show you what's being played behind on the rhythm guitar. So let me just quickly play what is being done by the rhythm guitar, which goes like this. Now, that is going back to the chorus. Very easy it is. You start off on a C5 for 1 bar. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Move on to a D5 for 1 bar. You move up to the E5. Now you're going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And on the and, you go to a G5 and just hold that. So you get 1 and 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And hold that for the remainder of the bar. Then we are back. Just go into 1 bar of C, 1 bar of D, 1 bar of E. But we stay on that. Instead of going up, we stay on. So we're playing 2 bars of the E5. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Then we go back and we repeat the first line. Then we go back to the C5. We do 1 bar of that. To the D5. Then we are back to the chorus. That is what's being played over the solo section. Now that chorus, we play it twice. So we play that lick through as we do normally and you repeat that. Then we get to the outro section. Now the outro section is just another verse. You play through the verse, takes you to the end of the song. This is why I said it's not too bad to play this one, because the structure is not complicated at all. Once you've got your verse down, your chorus down, bridge, which isn't too bad at all, solo, very easy. That's it. You can spend a lot more time on that little intro riff. It's just said it's the harder one than worrying about playing the main rhythm guitar. Both guitars are playing the same chords, but what you find with Glenn, he's playing it in a slightly different position. I will include the tab for that, because once you've got the idea of what you're playing, what Richie's playing, moving that into the new position isn't a problem. You've got the rhythm already sorted out. But Glenn is playing the same through the verses. That's from what I can tell anyway. Probably somebody's going to tell me I'm entirely wrong, but that is what I believe anyway. But that is the song. Sure, you're going to enjoy it, learning how to play that and how to get into it. Probably get frustrated with that intro rate, but worry about it. You will get there in the end. Anyway, I'm going to let you go. All the tablet shit and also a backing track can be found on the link below that takes you to my premium channel. But until the next time, this is Jeff wishing you well, and I'll see you again real soon. But until then, goodbye.